Christine, we found out Christine's a thug the other night.
At the Haha.
Friday.
What happened? What?
Was it Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Late show.
So basically, we had the Haha, and it's a group of gang members and their girlfriends.
Wait, they were actual legit gang members. He's not profiling.
No, yeah, they're admitted. They said they're gang members.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yes.
they admitted.
But their energy was not good.
So they was talking throughout the whole show. And I personally was already like, man, I got to deal with this shit because I had just dealt with it at the Comedy Chateau. It was these drunk black old ladies talking the whole time that I was talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just dealt with this shit. So luckily during my set, only like one of the girlfriends kind of got a little upset because I said bitch. But I didn't know I didn't know she was his girlfriend. I was talking to a dude. And I'm like, where your bitch at? And she wasn't sitting next to him. She was sitting across from him. And so she was like, ain't no bitch. And I was like, oh. And then I kind of got myself, but I made jokes of it. And then we was all good.
Right.
You know. And then Christine, she went last, which I think I jinxed her because I had said earlier, like, women never go last on comedy shows out here in LA, at least. And she ended up having to go last, and then she had to deal with they fucking talking.
Yep. And we're going last. More alcohol had time to set in.
Facts.
And they had more drinks.
And not only that, one of Justin's closing jokes, he was like,
that I'm working on. It's new.
The best kind of woman is
it was something like that.
a whore.
Yeah.
And then
hey, look at Demar.
And then Deshaun gets up and he's like, man, yeah, the only problem with that, you know, is you got to get the women on your side. The whore thing is great. The whore thing is great. I got it on tape. I got it on tape.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah,
that's pretty valid.
We stand by this.
So that's the energy I'm going into. So I'm already like a little like.
So basically, no fight happened. You know, she went at the dudes or whatever. She told everybody she'd beat up. The funny thing was when she said she would
I was like,
beat up everybody.
Beat all of your asses.
She was serious too.
I was like, this is a lot of people.
You know what? I looked at it.
It was like 10 people.
You know what? I looked at it and I looked at me, like knowing me. I was like, oh, I see. I was trying to be like kind of funny in a way that I joke around, but it wasn't because I was actually annoyed and pissed and they just kept talking. So that's where I was coming from. It's not like I really thought I was going to like get in there and like beat all these dudes' asses.
Yeah,
I'm not
I don't think
delusional.
they thought that either. I think they might have just enjoyed pissing you off.
Yeah,
you know
I think that's what it was.
and like just to get you all like in a little hussy.
But they probably did that too. But they was talking the whole night.
Yeah.
Like you kind of try to ignore it, but and
they
they
was
was
in the
drinking.
front?
They
I can't.
And they was drinking heavily.
I think I have ADD. I have problems like focusing. And so like I was trying to do a thing. I don't know if you guys have ever done this. Sometimes I like starve a heckler out, which is like I'll not give them energy or not give them attention, not look at them because that's what they want. And then they'll behave and then I'll come back to them like, you know, and look at them and engage. But these people, they wouldn't do that. And so I was like powering through my jokes. And then like at the end of it, I would go back to them.
You
and,
know what
like,
we left
talk
out?
shit.
What we left out too is she was killing. She wasn't having a bad set. She was having a great set. So I just want to acknowledge that also. Like they were just asshole people that was just talking the whole time. But she was having a great set.
They didn't like me right away. And it was weird because like I said, that was like the first time on stage I've ever felt like angry and like actually like, what the fuck? Usually if there's a person, like I can still remain jovial and like have fun with it or like try to get them on my side. But these guys did not want to fuck with me. Like they literally did not look at me. Like the guy in front, literally, he wouldn't even acknowledge me.
He turned. He was like,
I have it on tape. He turned around when I got on stage.
Why do you think he did that?
Because he doesn't respect women.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
He doesn't like his wife didn't talk. Like honestly, the shit I was saying, like about him being abusive, I think he literally was abusive. This dude just got out of prison. Like these weren't like fun, like your average, you know, sexist guys. These were like, I hit women sexist guys. I don't know that for a fact, but That's the
a
energy.
wild
What about
assumption
like
for
I
you.
don't remember. What
That is wild.
So
Like,
the
geez,
Was it?
The respect.
Was it wild?
I'm sure
But the
I
respect-
look very
wild?
similar
Hold
to
on.
these
The-
guys.
the
Wait,
guy-
hold on. Let me say. I was there. So let me say.
similar to these guys, and I would just.
I love how
that's
you're
wild.
taking this guy's.
wait, let me
I'm a
say this.
nigga. I'm always gonna take nigga.
But what I'm saying
Always.
is there
That
was
means
another
people like you
female
are putting that
comedian
on
on the
me,
show.
too.
That's
What I'm saying
cool.
is I don't remember how they reacted to her though. Like there was another female comedian.
They talked a lot, and then
They talked to all of our.
I don't know if they really talked during her set.
But that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. So
they
I don't
did
know if I
talk
can
to
say
her
they
set.
just
Okay.
don't respect women. Maybe I don't know them at all. I know they were drinking heavily.
Right.
Like when
I've
I'm saying they were
had
shots on
shitty.
shots
I've
on
had
shots.
shitty. People in Oakland and Dorsey's Locker. They would turn. They'd be at the bar. Their whole back would be to the comedy show. And if you said something funny and you hit them, they'd be like,
Yeah, but no, that's different. Like this was at the end of the night though. It did start going.
it didn't.
I
I
don't
don't
so
think
it's just a shit show that happens any other time.
It just feels like you're kind of like low key, and I don't think you're doing it on purpose, but it kind of feels like you're just like, oh no, that's not what happened. Like,
What's the name of this podcast?
fuck your feelings. Okay, cool. All right. I'm just letting you know you sound like an asshole.
Oh, let's all hug. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. Fuck your
God
feelings.
damn.
He was looking like so. There's a sign right there. That's
I used to have the sign up there, but I be doing backup audio now. But
okay, I don't see
the
it.
sign used to be on the TV screen. It used to be on the TV screen and say "fuck your feelings." So when people got in their feelings, it's like "fuck your feelings."
And it's always
Damn.
funny when someone goes back to the name of that.
I
I'm not gonna
mean,
lie.
that was kind of the point of the podcast. Though.
Yeah.
It's like we comedians and we fucking talking shit, and if one of us getting our feelings, we like,
How did you feel afterwards? Like after, like going home.
yeah.
Oh man, I was so upset with myself. Like, I have a tendency to be really, really hard on myself. No matter, like, I'm like, oh, what could I have done differently? Whatever. And I was like, man, I'm just so mad that I got upset. Like, that I let that get to me. Like, I'm a professional. Like, that's never happened before. Like, so I was really mad at myself. And then I called, one of my friends, and she's like, fuck that dude, and blah, blah, blah. Like, she had my back like you would have my back if I was a dude. And and then I watched it, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, it helped. It was good for me because I was like, I was so hard on myself. But then I looked at it. I was like, no, fuck this. They should have told them to get the fuck out and shut up. Like, nobody had my back.
Yeah, the security.
That's what I saw.
The security was outside on his Tinder account,
Stupid.
swiping away.
That does sound like the security's job, though. It does sound like the
And then
security.
he lectured me about, like, he went to prison for 20. I didn't know he went to prison.
So the dude she was kind of talking shit to,
Yeah.
he had just got out of prison. He had just got out. 23
Oh,
years. Yeah. And they was kind of like celebrating that.
Oh, they were celebrating.
No,
Well,
yeah.
look. I'll give you a good example. You know Zane Helber, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know Zane
Yeah,
Helber?
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So I took him to the family room one night, right?
Oh, shit. In Compton? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This
And,
already starting off bad.
Yeah.
There was a family in there that was like mourning the death. One of their boys had just got killed, and they were there. They were in the audience trying to feel better, right? And
He opened with his. You ever got murdered?
no, it was just fun.
you ever be a ghost?
They were heckling, but they weren't bad. You know what I mean? They were heckling, but they weren't bad. It was a regular rowdy ass day at the fucking family room, right?
Okay.
All right, but Zane just did not want to fucking be heckled, right? He did not want them fucking with his set that day, right? And he's like, he goes, you gonna know exactly when he fucked up. He goes, hey, you fucking bitch, you didn't shut the fuck up.
Yep. Shouldn't have said that.
Let me tell you what happened afterwards.
Not at the family room. He didn't do that.
That's the first thing I was thinking.
Ooh, shit.
I mean, they got up. The first thing that flew, homegirl threw her wine glass at his head as he's trying to run out. The one that hits the pillar, they're throwing chairs at him on his way out the fucking door.
Oh my
and they're
gosh.
like, yo, is that your boy? I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't think he. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, hey, man, hey, that was you. He was still out of bounds, even though they were having a fucking bad day or whatever's going on with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He took it way too far, and you just don't do that.
Yeah.
You just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
So he didn't have his own friends back either. So
What am I?
I'm saying there's 3 people that were there, and then 1 motherfucker who wasn't, who has the strongest opinion on it.
What's the name of this podcast?
Yeah. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, what's the name of this podcast?
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't there, so how can I have any empathy for whatever happened? I don't understand all of it. What are you expecting? I can just come up with something.
I'm just pointing out you weren't there, and you have the most to say about it. I just think it's interesting.
That's it.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting.
Just throw jokes. I wasn't there.
Fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, fuck your feelings. Right.
You weren't there, but you have the most to say about it.